Nigeria's FCT Minister, Nyesom Wike, is firing back at critics who say his alliance with President Tinubu and the APC is nothing more than a deal to protect his position, and he is not holding back. You're watching Explaining Africa. We don't just report the news, we help you understand it. Here are the full details and what you need to know. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has publicly dismissed claims that his decision to align with President Bola Tinubu and the All Progressives Congress was driven by a desire to hold on to his position in government. Wike, who was a prominent member of the People's Democratic Party before crossing over to work with the Tinubu administration, said he takes serious exception to the suggestion that his political moves are motivated by self-preservation. This statement has reignited the long-running debate about Wike's political journey from PDP stalwart to one of the most visible figures in the current APC-led government, and what is really driving his decisions. Now, let's walk through what Wike actually said and why it matters. Speaking publicly, Wike addressed the criticism head-on. He made it clear that he was never offered a position in exchange for supporting President Tinubu during the 2023 presidential election. According to him, he backed Tinubu because he believed the president had the ability to stabilize the country, not because of any secret arrangement or political bargain. This has been one of the biggest questions surrounding Wike's political moves. When he publicly declared support for Tinubu ahead of the 2023 election, it shocked the political landscape because Wike was one of the most prominent figures in the PDP. He had just contested the party's presidential primary and lost to Atiku Abubakar. What followed was one of the most talked-about political shifts in recent Nigerian history, a PDP governor openly backing the APC candidate against his own party's nominee. For many Nigerians, the immediate conclusion was that there had to be a deal behind the scenes. Wike is now pushing back against that conclusion. He pointed to his own track record to make his case. He reminded the public that this is not his first time serving in the federal cabinet. Before becoming governor of Rivers State, Wike served as Minister of State for Education under the Goodluck Jonathan administration. After completing 2 terms as governor, he returned to the federal cabinet, this time as FCT Minister under President Tinubu. His argument is simple. A man who has held this level of office multiple times does not need to cling to any single appointment. That is where his most striking statement came in. He said, "Why would a man who has already been a minister, already been a governor, and is now a minister again, behave as though his entire career depends on one position?" He framed the suggestion as an insult to his political history. Wike also took aim at what he described as a deeper problem in Nigerian politics, the assumption that every political decision is driven by fear or personal gain. He argued that this mentality forces public officials into sycophancy, flattering those in power just to hold on to their positions. He made it clear that he refuses to operate that way and that Nigerians should judge leaders by whether they deliver on their public promises rather than by speculation about backroom deals. What makes this statement particularly significant is the timing. Wike has faced sustained criticism from members of the PDP who view his alliance with the APC as a betrayal. At the same time, voices within the APC have also questioned how much influence a former PDP governor should have within their government. Wike has essentially been fighting on 2 fronts, defending his loyalty to the Tinubu administration while also defending his reputation against accusations of political opportunism. This latest statement is his most direct response yet. And here is the statement from Wike that has drawn the most attention. In his words, quote, "Is my decision to work for the APC born out of a need to keep my job? I take exception to that. I've been a minister before. The problem we have in this country is that you think you must be a sycophant before you get a job. I did not say if I support President Tinubu and he wins, he must give me so and so. No way. I was a minister. I was a governor. Now I'm a minister again. Am I going to die in this position? Keeping a job should not arise at all." That is Wike's message, that his political career speaks for itself and that nobody should reduce his decisions to job preservation. Before we continue, if you want news from Nigeria explained clearly and professionally, like this video and subscribe to this channel. Now let's continue. So what happens from here? Here's what to watch. Wike's role in the Tinubu administration continues to be one of the most closely observed dynamics in Nigerian politics. As FCT Minister, he controls the administration of Abuja, one of the most high-profile positions in the federal cabinet. How he performs in that role and whether he continues to deliver visible results in the capital will either strengthen his argument that he earned his place on merit or give his critics more ammunition. The PDP's internal crisis is also far from resolved. Wike's departure created a deep fracture within the party, particularly in the South-South region, where he remains a dominant political force. Whether the PDP can rebuild its base in Rivers State and the surrounding area without Wike, or whether his influence continues to pull key figures toward the APC, is an ongoing question that will play out over the coming political cycles. There is also the broader question of political realignment ahead of future elections. Wike is not the only major political figure who has crossed party lines in recent years. The movement of governors, senators, and other high-ranking officials between parties has become a recurring feature of Nigerian politics. Whether this trend strengthens or weakens Nigeria's democratic process is a conversation that is only growing louder. For now, Wike has made his position clear. He says he is not holding on to any job and that his political history proves it. Whether Nigerians accept that answer or continue to question his motives will depend largely on what he does next rather than what he says. That is what you need to know about Nyesom Wike's response to critics questioning his alliance with President Tinubu and the APC. This is Explaining Africa. We don't just tell you what happened, we help you understand it. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tell us what you think in the comments.